How? بشيء من الخوف, fear, والجوع, hunger, ونقص من الأموال, shortage of wealth, والأنفس, shortage of human beings, والثمرات, the offsprings or the children or the grandchildren. So God is going to test the human being in any one of these. Sometimes a Nabi or a Wasi or a Wali Allah or a pious person has to give more than one test. But all these factors of the test, khawf, fear, hunger, naqs min al-amwal, loss of wealth, wal anfus, wal thamarat, all these factors were available there in the Maidan of Karbala. Imam Hussein has to give the examination, the test in all these factors at one time, which makes him distinguished among other martyrs. The story of Karbala is quite different from the other stories of Nabi Yusuf, Nabi Yaqub, Nabi Ibrahim, for example, where Nabi Ibrahim has to slaughter his son, one son. But in the Maidan of Karbala, not only the sons of Imam Hussein, but there were hunger, all these factors which are mentioned in this ayat are there available in the battlefield of Karbala, plus the thirst, atash, pyas we say in Urdu. That thing is not mentioned in the ayat, but yes, Imam Hussein has to give also exam in this thing, which is not mentioned, al-atash. Now, the story of Karbala doesn't start from Karbala itself. In fact, it started from the martyrdom of Muslim ibn Aqeel. 1 month before the battle of Karbala, this is where the starting point of the very incident of Karbala. But some of the commentators say that Karbala itself started when the Prophet left this world. What happened to Ahlul Bayt, what happened to the children of Ahlul Bayt, and those children when they grew up, Imam Hassan, Imam Hussein, and what happened to them and what happened to their children is called Karbala. Tonight is the night of the martyrdom of a very brave person, Muslim ibn Aqeel. Muslim ibn Aqeel, like other families of Banu Hashim, was born in Mecca, but when the Prophet migrated, the whole Banu Hashim family and the whole Sahaba, they migrated to Medina and stayed in Medina, and it became their nation. For example, the marriage of Imam Ali took place in Medina, and Imam Hassan, Imam Hussein, Bibi Zainab, and all the children and the grandchildren finished. They stayed in Medina and they continued in Medina. Similarly, Muslim ibn Aqeel also was one of those Banu Hashim families, a courageous person, son of Aqeel ibn Ali ibn Abi Talib, closely related to Imam Hussein, cousins, plus he was married to the sister of Imam Hussein. Not only that, but Imam Hussein spoke about Muslim ibn Aqeel, thiqati, that he is in the literal translation of these words, thiqati means my confidence, thiqa means confidence, thiqati means my confidence. This is how the Arabs used to express their confidence in a very, very close person. They can say, I have confidence in this person, but when they say thiqati, my confidence, it means very, very close confidence. He had so much confidence in Muslim ibn Aqeel that he had to send him to Kufa to test and to find out, and then he will migrate afterwards. Similarly, Imam Hussein had so much confidence in Hazrat Abbas on the day of Ashura, and there is a long story how about the confidence, only the confidence of Imam Hussein in Hazrat Abbas, but that we don't want to talk about. But how can a person build a confidence in an Imam? We see how Muslim ibn Aqeel did and how Hazrat Abbas did. They were pious, they worshipped, plus they had good mu'amalat with other people and their Imam, of course. Now these two factors bring up a person to be in a state of confidence towards his Imam. Similarly, our 12th Imam is coming. We don't know when, but he is coming soon. Now, generations after generation used to say Imam is coming, Imam is coming, but nowadays we see there are so many incidents, alamat al-zuhur we say it, that happens, and then we say, oh, very quiet, very soon he will appear. So many things that has happened which makes us feel that yes, he is very close. So we need to build that confidence in our Imam, so that an Imam, when he comes, we are there. He calls us. It's not that we go to him, he calls us, come. In the same way, when Imam Hussein alayhi salam called Habib ibn Mazahir, confidence, again we are talking about the same subject. He had confidence in that, in Habib ibn Mazahir, and Habib ibn Mazahir came actually and telling him that I am surrounded, meaning that you will be killed, Habib. But Habib came. This is the confidence. So this is the confidence that we are talking about. Muslim ibn Aqeel, Hazrat Abbas, Habib ibn Mazahir, and Muslim ibn Aqeel is not only, but he was a very courageous man. He went alone in a place where he was not sure how the people would be. And it so happened that he came down as a guest in the house of Mukhtar al-Thaqafi. Who is Mukhtar? Mukhtar is that person who later on, after the incident of Karbala, took the revenge of Imam Hussein, and he caught the killers of Imam Hussein and other members of Imam Hussein, and he killed them one by one. There is a different story about that, but that is Mukhtar al-Thaqafi. People came to Muslim ibn Aqeel and they gave their bay'at. Now, in those days, bay'at was very important. When a person gives bay'at to anybody, finish. He comes under him. The news spread to Yazid. Now here, when people came and they were eager that look, because they have seen the rule of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib in Kufa, and they have seen the rule of the Umayyads, Muawiyah, and then Yazid. Now who is Yazid? Everybody knows. No need to mention about the bad acts of Yazid. So Muslim Abu Bakr, when he saw all those people, he wrote a letter to Imam Hussein. Now simultaneously another letter went to Yazid. Things are going out of control. Yazid, you are the Khalifa. So he appointed the governor of Kufa, a very harsh person, a person who does not know the name of his father, Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad. Ibn Ziyad is just like that. And Ibn Ziyad himself doesn't know the real name of his father. So in the books of history you will see Ziyad ibn Abi, Ziyad the son of his father. Of course everyone is the son of his father, but what is his name? So Ziyad ibn Abi, Abi means my father or his father, Ab. So Ziyad does not know the actual name of his father. Ubaydullah, who just took the name from Ziyad to be his father, but he doesn't know who is his real father. Yes, he knows his mother. Ubaydullah, he knows his mother, Ibn Marjana, and Ibn Marjana was a famous woman. No need to talk about her. So these are the people. The origin of these people guided them to do those bad acts and to act against Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, and the purification of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. And we always repeat our ayats of Ayat al-Tathir, that how these people behave. They don't have a slight fear if they are killed, if they are slaughtered, or if anything happens to them. This is the difference between Ahlul Bayt and the enemies of Ahlul Bayt. If you see the history of all those enemies of Ahlul Bayt, no need to mention all those Khalifas and those who came below those Khalifas, the governors. Their history is black, bloody, full with bloodshed. They don't care to kill whom. This is how the political situation was at the time of Muslim ibn Aqeel, and when he saw the people eager that they wanted Imam Hussein, he wrote a letter, another letter went there, he appointed somebody who was very harsh, Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad, and Imam Hussein left Al-Madinah coming to Kufa. When Muslim ibn Aqeel knew about all these incidents, that a letter was gone, another letter went to Yazid and all those things, so he went to the house of Hani bin Arwa without telling anybody. Hani bin Arwa was Muhib Ahl al-Bayt, but unfortunately there were spies, you see, or you can say scouts, who roam here and there, and they try to find out the news and give it to the governor, to the Khalifa, so that they can get this salary. And this is how it was going on. So the governor of Kufa, the new governor, who is Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad, he called Hani bin Arwa, and in a very bad manner he killed Hani bin Arwa. News spread that Hani bin Arwa was killed, so Muslim has to leave his house and find another house for him. But Muslim was a strange person in Kufa, he was living in Medina. So he used to roam in the streets, and suddenly he became thirsty. The first person to become thirsty was not Imam Hussein. The first person to become thirsty was Muslim ibn Aqeel. It is that thirst which made him sit outside a house, and he didn't know where to go. A lady came out of the house and said, "You can't sit outside my house. It's not allowed. It is not allowed." He said, I'm Gharib, I don't have a house." He said, "Okay, who are you?" They asked. He said, "I'm Muslim bin Aqeel. I'm the cousin of Imam Hussein." So the lady, whose name is Taw'a, she took him in her house, she gave him food, water, everything. Then the scouts, the spies of Ubaydullah bin Ziyad came to know that yes, that man Muslim bin Aqeel is here in the house of Taw'a. So they sent an army. One person, Muslim ibn Aqeel, could defeat that army. So the commander of the army asked for more people. Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad said, "I'm sending you to one person. I'm sending an army to one person." He said, "Look here, it's Banu Hashim. You're not sending me to any person or grocer or anything, shopkeeper or thing. He's Banu Hashim." Banu Hashim were very much famous in that bravery, the courageous. Even at the night when they wanted to assassinate the Prophet, the night of the Hijrah, the tribes actually decided that if we have to be together, the knife of each and every person of each and every tribe has to stab the Prophet. Then Banu Hashim will be confused for whom or to whom they will go and revenge, because then Banu Hashim will not be able to revenge. But if it is one tribe, Banu Hashim will know how to do it. Two tribes, Banu Hashim will know how to take the revenge. But they have to come, and everybody, even if we kill the Prophet, but the knife of each and every tribe should go inside the body of the Holy Prophet. This was the name of Banu Hashim. And this is how Banu Hashim used to fight even in the Maidan of Karbala. Whether an elderly person or a young person, this is how they used to fight in Karbala. So again another force was come, and unfortunately after that they have to capture Muslim ibn Aqeel, take him to Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad, and he was treated very harshly. Even though Muslim ibn Aqeel was very much hurt, yet he did not say salam to Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad, and the people started telling him, "Say salam to him." He said, "No, my Amir is Imam Hussein, I will not say salam to this." See how he is captured, he is about to die, definitely they will kill him, but he didn't ask for mercy. In fact, his head was always up. "I will not say salam to him." This is Banu Hashim. Yes, Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad executed the orders and he killed him brutally and very, very harshly. Brutally and harshly. But this is the fate of Banu Hashim, this is the fate of Ahlul Bayt, that they are ready to sacrifice their life for the sake of Islam. That a'mal that we are conducting tomorrow and that Islam that we are practicing every day is due to the sacrifices of Ahlul Bayt, especially those sacrifices of Karbala and after Karbala and before Karbala. That's why the incident of Karbala is always living in our heart, because whenever we go for prayers, whenever we hear the adhan, whenever we see people praying, fasting, we remember that yes, if not for the sacrifice of Imam Hussein, life would have been very much different. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى اللهم على محمد وعلى آله الطاهرين.
ماتم حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین، ہم رہے یا نہ رہے یہ عزاداری رہے ہے، شمع سے شمع جلے سلسلہ جاری رہے، ہم رہے یا نہ رہے یہ عزاداری رہے، اپنے نسلوں کو سکھاتے رہو ماتم کا ہنر، سینہ در سینہ کرے بس یہ عزاداری صفے، جیسے حالات بھی ہو رسم یہ جاری رہے، ہم رہے یا نہ رہے یہ عزاداری رہے ہے، شمع سے شمع جلے یہ سبیلے یوں ہی آباد رہے لے ازا اور گھر گئے پہ نظر آئے علم غازی کا، یہ علم اونچا رہے یہ علم داری رہے، ہم رہے یا نہ رہے یہ عزاداری رہے ہے، شمع سے شمع جلے اپنے گھر میں بھی عزا خانہ سجانا ہے مجھے، اپنے بچوں کو عزادار بنانا ہے مجھے، تاکہ اس نسل میں بھی تازیاداری رہے، ہم رہے یا نہ رہے یہ عزاداری رہے ہے، شمع سے شمع جلے سلسلہ جاری رہے، ہم رہے یا نہ رہے یہ عزاداری رہے. الفاتحہ. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله، السلام عليك ابن رسول الله، السلام عليك ابن أمير المؤمنين وابن سيد وسيين، السلام عليك ابن فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته، السلام عليك يا يا مولى ابن مولى. السلام عليك يا غريب الغرباء. السلام عليك يا سلطان ابو الحسن علي بن موسى الرضا ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا صاحب الزمان. السلام عليك يا خليفة الرحمن. السلام عليك يا شريك القرآن. السلام عليك يا قابة الإيمان. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.